Have you ever truly seen someone's real face? Have you ever wondered how difficult it can be to truly understand another person? Every day, we come across people who seem warm, friendly, and nearly flawless. But have you ever questioned how real these masks are? In a world where appearances often take priority, many people play different roles to hide their true selves. But here's the good news. You don't need to be a psychologist to figure out who is sincere and who is just putting on an act. In fact, there are two simple yet incredibly powerful signs that can reveal someone's true nature. These aren't complicated or abstract theories. Instead, they're found in the small, everyday behaviors that most people overlook. Think about it. What if you could see through the forced smiles and empty words? What if you could understand someone's real character just by observing them carefully? Mastering this skill will not only help you better understand the people around you, but it will also help you make wiser decisions about who you allow into your life. In this video, we're going to uncover these two critical signals. And once you learn them, you'll never see people the same way again. You might even discover something new about yourself. So, get ready. What you're about to hear could completely change the way you connect with the world. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to the Book of Life channel so you don't miss out on upcoming videos about personal and spiritual growth. Content designed to challenge your perspective, expand your horizons, and help you grow. Now, if you're ready, let's get started. 1. How a person treats those who can't do anything for them. One of the most revealing signs of a person's true nature is how they treat people who have nothing to offer them in return. Think about it. How does someone behave toward a waiter, a cashier, or a stranger in need? These interactions are small, everyday moments, yet they speak volumes about a person's character. Someone who is genuinely kind and empathetic will treat everyone with respect, regardless of their social status. On the other hand, a person who is rude or dismissive toward those who can't benefit them often reveals deep insecurity or a need to feel superior. Even something as simple as saying thank you or offering a warm smile can show who they truly are. You don't need to be a hero. Just choosing kindness is enough. Social psychology tells us that people don't usually try to impress those they see as unimportant. That's why the way someone treats those who are often overlooked is one of the purest reflections of their personality. To put this into practice, observe how people interact with receptionists, drivers, or service workers. Are they respectful, patient, and polite? Or do they act impatient, dismissive, or even rude? These seemingly small details reveal whether a person has genuine empathy or just puts on a show when it benefits them. Experts agree that kindness isn't just a natural trait, it's also a habit. A person with a truly good heart expresses gratitude and respect no matter the circumstances. Even the smallest gesture, a sincere smile or a kind word, can make someone feel seen and valued. On the flip side, those who act arrogantly toward people in vulnerable positions often struggle with their own self-worth. Psychology suggests that trying to dominate others is often a way to compensate for insecurities and low self-esteem. This behavior is a major red flag in both personal and professional relationships. So, how can you use this to understand people better? Instead of focusing on what someone says, pay attention to how they react to minor inconveniences. For example, if a person lashes out at a waiter over a small mistake, It may signal a deeper issue with anger or emotional control. Meanwhile, someone who handles the same situation with patience and understanding shows emotional intelligence and maturity. To sharpen your own ability to read people, ask yourself, does this person treat those who serve them with respect? Do they show gratitude even in small situations? Do they try to make others feel comfortable? Or do they only focus on what they want? The answers to these questions can reveal deeply hidden layers of someone's character. But while you observe others, don't forget to reflect on yourself as well. How do you treat people who can't do anything for you? Do you overlook them, or do you treat them with kindness and respect? By becoming more aware of your own actions, you not only grow as a person, but also develop a sharper ability to understand others. Because at the end of the day, how someone treats those who cannot reciprocate is one of the most reliable indicators of their true character. So, if you really want to know who someone is, pay close attention to these small moments. More often than not, they speak louder than any words ever could. And remember, kindness and respect always leave a lasting impression, not just on others, but on who you become as well. 2. The psychological value of keeping promises. There is another equally powerful sign that reveals a person's true character: how they treat the promises they make. Keeping a promise isn't just a matter of politeness. It's a direct reflection of personal integrity and respect for others. When someone makes a commitment and follows through, they send a clear message: you matter, and I honor my word. On the other hand, when a person repeatedly breaks their promises, it not only causes disappointment, but also weakens trust, damages relationships, and tarnishes their reputation. Understanding a person's character means looking at consistency, not just their words, but their actions. Psychologists, including Albert Bandura, a pioneer in social learning theory, emphasize that our actions shape both how others perceive us and how we see ourselves. A person who keeps their promises, even when it's inconvenient, demonstrates loyalty, reliability, and self-respect. It's not about the size of the promise, but rather about sincerity and commitment. Even something as small as showing up on time for an appointment or following through on a casual agreement can reveal a great deal about someone's true nature. Observing promise-keeping in everyday life. If you want to evaluate someone's trustworthiness, pay attention to how they behave in daily situations. Do they arrive on time for meetings? Do they meet deadlines and fulfill their responsibilities? Do they follow through on their commitments even when no one is watching? These small, seemingly insignificant details provide deep insight into a person's reliability. The real test of integrity comes when honoring a promise becomes difficult. A person who makes an effort to find solutions instead of making excuses when faced with obstacles likely has a strong moral foundation. Conversely, those who frequently blame circumstances, avoid responsibility, or make excuses when breaking promises often lack reliability. A good question to ask yourself is, does this person try to find solutions, or do they give up at the first challenge? How someone handles a broken promise matters. Of course, no one is perfect, and sometimes promises must be broken due to unforeseen circumstances. However, what truly defines a person is how they handle those moments. According to experts like Brené Brown, a well-known researcher on vulnerability and trust, a mature person will acknowledge their mistake, take responsibility, and offer a genuine explanation when they break a promise. On the other hand, if someone dismisses their broken promise, makes excuses, or downplays the situation, it may indicate a lack of respect for others, and even for their own values. To truly understand someone's sense of responsibility, observe how much importance they place on their commitments. Do they make realistic promises and work hard to fulfill them? Or do they frequently overpromise, setting unrealistic expectations they can't meet? A trustworthy person makes promises they can actually keep. Self-reflection. Are you someone who keeps promises? While observing others, it's also essential to look inward and evaluate your own habits. Keeping your promises doesn't just build trust with others, it also strengthens your own self-esteem. Ask yourself, do I follow through on the promises I make to myself? For example, if you decide to start a new habit or commit to a personal goal, do you stay consistent or do you give up easily? Staying true to your own commitments is the first step toward becoming a person others can truly trust. Ultimately, keeping promises is not about being perfect. It's about being consistent, reliable, and honest. By paying attention to how a person handles both small and big commitments, you can uncover a lot about their true nature. And remember, honoring your word doesn't just strengthen relationships, it also lays the foundation for personal growth and integrity. We hope this video has provided valuable insight into recognizing the true character of those around you. If you found this content helpful, don't forget to subscribe to the Book of Life channel so you don't miss out on future videos covering wisdom, personal growth, and spirituality. And if this message resonated with you, feel free to share it with others, because everyone deserves to surround themselves with people of true integrity. Thank you for joining us on this journey, and we'll see you in the next video.